we're back, and we're getting the Beamer back in here and addressing the biggest problem that we've had with the car so far, and that's the shitty shifter we have. And we got a garage-tastic chassis-mounted carbon fiber shifter to put in there. And we also got the supporting mods that they recommend with it, like the new selector rod, the DSSR, and the trans mount bushings as well. So we don't have any trans movage up and back. So yeah, we're gonna toss them in there and see if we see a difference. And hopefully it's not too much of a pain in the ass. But yeah. So we got everything in there. We thought we were scot-free. And then it turns out the Guivo hits our new selector rod. So we're going to add the bend in there that the other one had for some reason. And get it working. So yeah.
Could we just adjust the shifter up real quick?
Yeah. That's what they talk about, I think.
How do that say?
We're going to try to adjust the shifter first. Because Dallas had a great idea. So.
Is that easy, though?
Yeah.
It's long this hour, though, you know?
Hello.
Or what?
Hello. Thank you for calling Lumber Liquidators, the East Coast #1 provider.
Pretty good.
Alright,
we got
I
our,
did it to Mom today. She said she thought it was my voicemail.
we got the garage-tastic shifter here. It's solid mounted to the chassis. It works with two plates that go in between the thin metal of BMW. This goes onto the trans rod. We have our own trans rod.
We also got the garage-tastic supporting mods for this. It's the weld-it-yourself DSSR because they don't offer an E90 selection. And we also upgraded the part where it links onto the transmission. Because on BMWs, typically it's just the foam on there, and that's where our side-to-side play is coming from. And they explained that in the video, so that's kind of where I'm getting this diagnosis from.
They also recommend you do a solid trans mount.
Yeah,
Because our shifter is going to be solid now. You don't want your trans moving and your shifter staying put. So we're going to attempt to get these things thrown in there at a reasonable time. And we'll hit you back when we're getting there.
Alright, so he's
Gonna get that shifter out of there.
just popped the clip off. We're sliding the rod out.
Rods. No more Rod Stewarts.
She's free, baby. She's free. You're safe now. Quite the simple job, I reckon.
How do you even Volkswagen so far? I'm gonna pull that down.
Down or up?
Get out of the way.
And there's the old side-to-side play that we're trying to eliminate and get out of there on this rod up here. But yeah, we're gonna try to finagle this bastard out now. Get the inner workings.
show them the rod you took out.
Here's the stock DSSR, and we're gonna mimic the length, and we're gonna make our new one.
Put the light on it.
But yeah, you can see it's got the little curve like they do.
You can also see how clean our transmission is to work on.
And we're also gonna have to mimic that when we make it.
The curve? Really?
No.
Good. I don't want to.
Alright, so we got the pin out, and we're ready to take that bastard out. I just ended up cutting the C-clip out of there, because why mess with it if you're not going to reuse it? And yeah, slide it right off now. There's the old one. And as you can see, there's no foam in there. So that's the culprit of all our trans, not all of it, but a lot of our movement in there. And specifically the side-to-side play. So yeah. And if you come over here, you can see the new one. And it goes ahead and changes this as well. And we got a new thing of foam in there. So, pretty slick.
Beamer helped us out.
Alright. Tell them what you're doing.
So we did this shifter. We sandwiched two of the plates together, like I had explained before. We got it centered as we want. When it sits just about like this. We don't have the DSR rod on yet. I'm torquing all these babies down to a level I feel like suffice.
To a hand spec.
We didn't record a lot because it's about 95 degrees out in the shop right now. because apparently we moved to Florida without knowing it. We've been kind of just struggling out here, sweating our asses off. But we'll explain more when we get underneath it. You kind of see the bottom of it too. But it's going good now, I think. There's a shifter in the car again. Before there wasn't. So we'll check back when I got the car up in the air. Two pieces are now one.
3.
Yeah, 3 pieces. That's impressive for me. Got a little couple snaggle teeth right there, but that won't affect it.
Make it stronger.
She ain't coming off. It's so hot.
Wrench. For that bolt. Yeah.
What are we doing, Trent?
Now we got the rod all welded up, and we're putting in this bolt, which eliminates that shitty ass clip.
Right here. Sure, we got the tram. These guys.
Showing them the old clip.
So we got everything in there. We thought we were scot-free. And then it turns out the Guivo hits our new selector rod. So we're going to add the bend in there that the other one had for some reason. And get it working. So yeah.
Could we just adjust the shifter up real quick?
Yeah. That's what they talk about, I think.
How do that say?
We're going to try to adjust the shifter first. Because Dallas had a great idea. So.
Is that easy though? Yeah. Well, it didn't have a bend in it at first, and it was hitting the Guibo. So we put some bend in it. It's pretty close to the factory.
But yeah,
Maybe a little bit less, but we're gonna try this, see if it fits, and if not, I guess we'll heat it some
Gear, but not as good as we'd like. But yeah, not.
hitting the Guibo.
Yeah.
Couldn't hit the drive.
Alright, what we just do? So here's some clips from our first ever drift day. As you can see, the car was doing pretty good. And here's a clip from Goss. But as he went on, you could see it started to get bouncy, like right around here. And we ended up throwing some new coilovers in the car. That's something we didn't do a video on. But for our next drift day, we do have those. So yeah, just enjoy these clips. And hopefully we can see some progress, like after our next drift day. So thank you.